Hey YouTube, this is a video response to EdT1138's Top 3 Tuesday. This time featuring Kit171, and Kit asks us, what are your top 3 favorite game characters? My top 3 aren't going to be my actual top 3 because my actual top 3 are pretty obvious ones and everybody else has said everything there is to say about them. I'm going to say my top 3 pretty much obscure ones. However, I'm going to leave out Alex Kidd. I kind of went over why he would be my top one in a previous video. These three are three just awesome video game characters, though. Number 3, Wonder Boy. This is Wonder Boy in Monster World for the Genesis here. But Wonder Boy is a great span. I don't know, for those of you that haven't played Wonder Boy in any way, shape, or form, the first game is a lot like a game called Adventure Island for the NES and Game Boy. Adventure Island was the same exact game. However, Hudson Soft got some rights or something to it, kind of changed a couple things here and there. And Wonder Boy never wore a hat when he was jogging around. So that's pretty much, I mean, there are little differences here and there, but there's the Wonder Boy series kind of changes a lot more. It goes into more RPG action kind of based games later on, and actually there are so many games that Wonder Boy kind of morphs into, and that spread across a lot of different systems. And I just really like the character Wonder Boy. I really like the variety of games he's in. But there are a variety of different systems that he's on, and I just really like the character. And he's a fun character, fun games, and they're always good. My number 2, I don't know if this is going to count. I get 2 for my number 2, but they're always together. They're always in the same game. It's kind of like a Mario and Luigi couple, except for they're always together. There is no Luigi's Mansion for these two. It's Bub and Bob from Puzzle Bobble, Bubble Bobble. We call it Bust a Move here in the US. I don't know why they do these things where they change names, but they're Bub and Bob. These guys are awesome. Every game they're in is awesome. Here's Puzzle Bobble Mini for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. It's a these games are just so much fun. They're the arcade games that are just old school fun, and they never get old. Especially the theme music from Bubble Bobble, which was my number 4 choice if I were to have a top 4 for the music soundtrack, or for the video game soundtrack. But my number 1 all time, and I know this is a little mainstream, but Donkey Kong. You cannot beat this. This is the best arcade game that was ever released, in my opinion, of course. But if my opinion was the rule of all, Donkey Kong, best arcade game ever. Here he is right here getting smashed on the head by Jumpman, later known as Mario. In this picture it's Mario, obviously, because this is the NES version. Later on went to do some astounding things in graphics for 16-bit in Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, which he's not even into, except for kind of, because you're saving him. However, these graphics may look super dated now, but back then these were amazing graphics. Not as amazing as Bravo Man in Gunstar Heroes, but a completely new, different style. And these games are amazing. These games are so much fun. And it was kind of a fun that was lost for a while until Donkey Kong Country Returns came on the Wii. They're really fun games. Donkey Kong is a great character, except in Mario Kart, and he is just one of the classic characters that's kind of a background character. In fact, there's a whole huge lawsuit between Universal and Nintendo that said that he was copying King Kong, which, come on. It's a little obvious where the name came from, but they won, and they get to keep Donkey Kong. I wonder what his name would have been if they would have, if Universal would have won that lawsuit. If they would have just named him Donkey Gorilla. Who knows? Anyway, the great set of games. Any Donkey Kong game is always a always a plus. Even if you go into Donkey Konga, Jungle Beat, um, great games. They're just fun. So, that's my top 3.